I had to exit the screen for a bit because my mum sent me a text and I realized I hadn't told her that I wasn't going to the uni. Okay, so yeah, okay, yeah, got it.
Do you want to try maybe one more?
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah. So maybe we'll try Q here.
Yep.
So Q there is tangent of theta minus pi on 3 equals to negative root 3. So let's think about this. So this is already rearranged form. And we say that a tangent is negative here and here, right?
Yeah.
So you form these two triangles. Now let's think about this angle. So tangent of what angle gives you root 3?
Pi over 3.
Pi over 3. Yeah, that's right. So this angle here is pi over 3. This is pi over 3, which is 60 degrees, 60 degree, okay?
Yeah.
So whatever this angle is, there are two answers. One of them is negative pi over 3, which is this one here. Or you can, or this one here, that one there.
Yep.
That's 120, isn't it?
Yes.
Which is a 2 pi over 3. Instead of having negative angle, you can actually go for that.
Oh, okay.
Instead of that, okay? Which is, that's a 300 degree, isn't it? Because that's negative 60. So that's pi over 3 times by 5, because 5 times by 60 is 300. So you can have that rather than this one. It doesn't really matter. Because if you simply add, you see for tangent, period is given by pi over n, isn't it?
Yeah.
Pi over n. So anyway, so if we figure out the theta, you move this one there, then you get 0. If you move this one there, you get 3 pi over 3, which is pi. You move that one there, then you get 6 pi over 3, which is 2 pi. All right?
Oh, okay.
Now, but using these two answers, you can get all the other answers as well. So if you just need 2 unique answers.
Yeah.
From there, you didn't have to figure out this one. I'm just going to start with those 2. So with those 2 here, you get those 2. Do you see how we got 0 and pi? Yep. Now, because the period is pi over 1, you see that's 1 here. Then, so just add pi, then you get this one actually. If you add pi here, then you get 2 pi. If you add pi here, you get 3 pi. Pi here, then you get 4 pi. So these are all the answers. But of course, we just want those there. You can even subtract, but that gives you negative. So so you stop there, okay?
Yeah.
Maybe one more. The next one is a little bit more trickier because...
Yeah, they were much harder for me to grasp because that coefficient of the x or the theta got in the way.
So cosine of 2x plus pi over 3. You just have to get used to it through repetition.
Yeah.
So this is already in a rearranged form. What I mean by that is if you have something like 2 cos this and then minus 1 equals to 0, then you have to rearrange this into this. Understand?
Yeah.
Which is in that form. So now we're ready to figure out this angle. I'm just going to call this one, if you want, you can call this guy theta. All right?
Okay.
So theta, cosine theta is 0.5, so it's positive, so here and here, right?
Yeah.
And then we know that theta is definitely 60° and negative 60°, true?
Yeah.
So you can write it as a pi on 3 and then negative pi over 3. So you found two answers. That's
Why is it?
Sorry?
Why is it negative pi? Oh, I see.
Yeah, because cosine 60 is 0.5, right?
Yeah.
But it's positive here and here.
Yeah.
Cosine is positive here and here. So you get two branches like that. That's 60, that's negative 60. Or
Yeah.
alternatively, you can do pi over 3 and then 5 pi over 3. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, once we do that, of course, that's 2x plus pi over 3, right?
Yeah.
So 2x is equal to 2x plus pi over 3 is equal to pi over 3, 5 pi 3. So which one do you prefer? Do you prefer this one here or this one here?
The first one.
The first one. Okay.
Yeah, and I think their book prefers it too.
Okay. So we're going to do this one. So all you need is two answers. Okay.
Yeah.
Unless your value there is like +1 or -1, then you only have one answer.
Yeah.
Because of the rule here, even for 0, so 0, 0, cosine, right? So that's two branches there. In that
Yeah.
case, your branch will be that and that. And for 1, you only have one branch. For
Yeah.
-1, you have another branch there, okay?
Yeah.
For sine, it'll be 1, -1, so that's that branch, that's unique branch, and then you have this branch and this branch, which is 0, 0. So sine, okay? Now you also have two choices. So let's not worry about this part for now. So within 1 as well, you have two choices. So first, so you found these two, and then you move this one, then you get what? 2x is equal to?
0.
0 and?
And would be 2
3.
pi.
4 pi over 3, right?
Oh, 4 pi. Excuse me.
Because that one minus that one is 4 pi over 3.
Yeah.
And then you divide by 2, so then you get x is equal to 0 and 4 pi over 2 pi over 3.
Yeah.
If you divide this one by 2. Now, once you get your x, then you keep on adding the period, and the period is, in this case, 2 pi over 2 because it's cosine and then there's a 2 here, see?
Yeah.
So that's pi. Is the writing a bit too small?
No, that's fine actually.
It's fine actually?
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you're using your phone, might be a little bit. Yeah. So you get the period as pi. So if you keep adding your pi, then you get pi here.
Yeah.
If you add pi on top of this,
it's going to be 5 pi over 3.
5 pi over 3. Pi here.
2 pi.
Pi here.
Will be 8 pi over 3.
That's right. But obviously,
but we only need it up to 2 pi.
Up to 2 pi. So these are all the answers.
Okay, lovely.
All
right, that's good. And I think it sets me up for most of the rest of them. If I could try 2D, and then
2D.
I have some, yeah.
Yeah, I was going to actually show you the second method, but let's not do that. Just use this method here, okay? So that's...
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to try something else?
2D, please.
2D, okay. What's 2? So that's 1. That's 2, is it?
Yeah.
This one here?
Yep, that's it.
Okay, so in this case, you're doing the answer in degrees.
Yeah.
You have to do this in degrees. Okay.
Yeah.
So again, so this is already in a rearranged form, right?
Yeah.
So we just figure out, okay, cosine is positive. So that's here and here. And then we figure out 2x plus 60. So that's equal to, so that's just some random number. So what we need to do is just take calculator and put it in degree mode because that's all in degrees. Go for degree mode and then go for inverse cos of 0.7242. And what that gives us is 43.6 degrees there.
Yeah.
That's 43.6 degrees. And this is negative 43.6 degrees. Now, of course, we can do 360 minus that, and then we figure out 316.4 degrees. Yeah, you could do negative 43.6 degrees to indicate this branch, or you could do 316.4 degrees. But you prefer this one, right?
Yeah. Sorry, how did you get the, oh, sorry. So to get the value, you turned the 0.7242 into degrees.
You have to do, no, this is not in degree. This is ratio. Remember this. You have cosine of angle, and that gives you ratio. And we're trying to figure out the angle by doing inverse cos of the ratio. Of course, then you get angle, right?
Oh, I
Trying to
see.
figure out what angle gives you that ratio.
Right.
So what we did was we took inverse cos,
Yeah.
0.7242.
Mm-hmm.
So that's, remember, that's ratio. That's not angle. That's not radian. That's not anything. That's just ratio.
Yeah.
Then you get, oh, that's actually in radian. So it has to be in degree, okay?
Yeah.
This means cosine of 43.6 degree give you that ratio.
Right.
Understand?
Yeah.
So of course I had to round it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You can't take too many decimal places. You have to actually just cut it at some point. So you get 43.6 degree, and the other one is 316.4 degrees.
Yeah.
After that, you move 60 there, so you get 2x is equal to that one minus 60.
Yep.
So 43.6 minus 60. Then you get 16.4.
Yeah.
And the other one is 316.4 minus 60. That gives you 256.4.
Yeah.
Now, once you have that, and then of course, what's the next step, Max?
Divide by 2.
Divide by 2, excellent. Then you get, of course, 8.2, and this one here is, can't do it in my head.
128.2.
Yeah, very good, 128.2. Now, that's your 2 primary answers.
Yeah.
This is the most important step. After that, you have to keep on adding or subtracting the period until you get all your desired answers within your domain.
Right.
In this case, it's not including these two. Now, what's the period? Of course, it's 180 because it's 360 divided by n, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it is a pi, which is 180. So you just add 180 to it. That's it then. Okay, so negative 8.2 plus 180. Then you get 171.8. Another one is 128.2 plus 180. Then you get 308.2. Okay.
And you can't add another 180 to that because
If you
you'll
add
be
another
out.
180, I think it's still under.
Oh, really?
171.8.
Oh, sorry, that's my bad.
Yeah, it is still under 351. So these are all the answers. You just ignore that one.
Yeah.
So it's pretty simple, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's not bad. Okay. Oh, that's good. It's giving me something to work with because I really did not understand how to get those
Anything else you
answers.
like to try?
I think from that chapter I can do the rest of it actually.
Okay.
Yeah. But
Gonna move on
yeah,
to
if
chemistry now.
yes, I'm a little bit behind, which is not great, but
Yeah.
anyway.
So what you have to do, Max, is use your phone and send pictures of questions that you like to go through.
Yep.
Or you can just tell me if it's just a concept, then you can just tell me what sort of concept you like to understand.
Yeah, I suppose well what we're doing right now is like enthalpy and Hess's law. So it's all thermochemistry and it's a little bit overwhelming.
Okay.
Yeah, today we went through the different types of enthalpy reactions, so standard, formation, atomization, solution, neutralization, and combustion.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think I probably just have to go through some like
You like to go through some concepts?
yeah, I think that'd be good. And then after that, I'll go through some examples by myself because I haven't had a chance to have a really good look at it. I've had a really nasty medical report to do.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Sure. Okay.
But Hess's law and using like stoichiometry,
Yeah.
it's
Yep.
not.
So that's
Yeah,
pretty
it's not my
simple.
strong suit.
Okay. No worries. Just give me a second.
Not at all.
They're on the chemistry session 2, right?
Yeah.
Let's have a look at the outline. So this is back in like 2014, but I think it's pretty much the same thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks pretty similar.
So are you doing this stuff here?
Yeah, we haven't got up to bond energy yet, but we're doing everything up to bond energy.
Sure.
Yeah.
Hess's law. Okay. So we're going to focus on these. Is that pretty much the same thing?
Yeah, that's about the same. We haven't done bond energy or entropy yet, but
okay.
Yeah.
Right. Let's get rid of just these, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so basically we know that for endothermic, delta H is
Positive.
for delta H here is negative, right?
Yeah.
And have you done Q equals to MC delta T as well?
Yes.
There's no problem with this stuff here?
No. The problems start when it's Q equals negative
Yep.
something over N. Oh, so delta H equals negative Q over N.
Yep. So we'll talk about this one first. It's very simple stuff. So the meaning of that equation is, let's say you have a beaker and then you have some alcohol. So let's say this red substance here is alcohol.
Yeah.
And let's say you have some water here.
Yeah.
Now for water, there is something called specificate, right?
Yeah.